Hello F1 fans and welcome to another 5 Red Lights video. My name is Aaron and today I will share my top 3 performers from the Russian Grand Prix. Before I reveal my top 3 drivers from the weekend in Sochi, please take a moment to click the like and subscribe buttons. You can be the fastest to see all the latest videos from this channel and get in amongst the action in the comments section. Now for my top 3 drivers. Charles Leclerc. Ferrari must be so glad to have Charles driving their car this season. He's saved their bacon on more than one occasion. Just like his drive in Austria, he's outperformed his machinery to score valuable points for Ferrari in Sochi, although this is still far from good enough for Ferrari's high expectations. Despite failing to make Q3, unsurprisingly to me, he executed a lovely race, fending off Esteban Ocon, which forced Renault to order through Daniel Ricciardo. Charles did lose the place to the Australian, but from there he was comfortable in P6, keeping Ocon at about 7 seconds behind him. Overall, a quiet race from Charles, but one that should not go unnoticed, considering the handicaps that the 2020 Ferrari is stuck with. Charles has scored 57 points compared to Sebastian's 17 this season. Two drivers with different agendas, but it does tell a significant story. If Ferrari can provide him with a fast and legal car, he will be a major threat to anyone else at the sharp end of the grid. He's learning fast and we're not seeing the kind of mistakes that Max Verstappen spent time ironing out. Although he will surely have a dip at some point, his performances this season have been superb. Sergio Perez. In so many ways, a typical Sergio Perez performance. He finished where he started, in 4th place, but his journey there underscores his value to any potential suitors for his services in 2021. Regardless of whether he stays in F1 next year, he's a first-class performer when given the right equipment. At the start, he did fall behind both the Renaults, but he pulled off the overtake on Daniel Ricciardo on lap 15. He set up Ricciardo with a good exit from turn 2, having initially failed to make the pass with the DRS. He grabbed the inside line along the long sweep through turn 3. As they approached turn 4, he moved ahead. He then had the pace to chase down Ocon and perform the undercut, reclaiming that 4th position, which was where he stayed unchallenged through to the end, finishing ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. He managed to achieve all of this without the upgrades he was due to have after Racing Point kept them only on Lance Stroll's car. This was because the first set of upgrades were destroyed in Lance's Mugello crash caused by a puncture. As I said, a typical Perez performance, but a strong and steady drive, which again begs the question, will Aston Martin have the strongest possible partnership in 2021? I wonder if Fred Vasseur and Gunther Steiner were on the phone to Sergio's people last night. Daniel Kvyat. A good solid weekend for Daniel at his home race, and he gets my vote as the top performer of the weekend. After Pierre Gasly's win in Monza, Kvyat scored points in both of the last 2 races, P6 in Mugello and a P8 in Sochi. He didn't have quite enough pace to get into Q3, qualifying 12th and missing out by just 0.053 seconds. Half a tenth, that's nothing. This became 11th when Albon dropped 5 places for his gearbox replacement. He made a neat and tidy start on the hard tyres, keeping out of trouble, and then the hard tyres came into their own. They worked really well on race day, and this allowed Daniel to go deep into the race, opening up his strategy options and giving him a nice tyre advantage with younger, softer tyres at the end, having switched to the mediums. Early on, he ran 11th, behind the 2 Haas cars of Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen, who had both made up multiple places at the start. He moved past Grosjean and he cleared Magnussen on lap 13, and as he ran longer and longer, everybody else stopped. Daniel ended up as high as 4th before his own stop later on. After that, he dropped from 4th to 8th, obviously having pitted, and he ended up ahead of his teammate Pierre Gasly, who had run 7th early on but pitted earlier and got stuck in traffic. Daniel closed on the Renault ahead of him, of Esteban Ocon, and he hustled Ocon for 7th, but try as he might, he couldn't get past, ultimately making sure he took home the points rather than repeat his 2019 last lap collisions with Nico Hülkenberg and Sergio Perez. While it was a strong weekend for Daniel, I don't think it'll be enough for him to keep his seat. I can see Yuki Tsunoda graduating from Formula 2 or Alex Albon returning to AlphaTauri from Red Bull should the senior team sign Sergio Perez or Nico Hülkenberg to partner Max Verstappen. But all the while, let's show some love for the torpedo while he's still here. Well, there you have it, guys. Daniel Kvyat is my top performer from the Russian Grand Prix not just because it was his home race, but he did do a very, very nice job indeed. Thanks for watching, and remember to click the like and subscribe buttons. That would really, really help me out. Have a look down below in the description, and there's a nice helpful link tree to find all of our other websites and social media pages and our podcast. Check them out, give them a listen, get in touch on social media, and let me know down in the comments who you thought the top performer was from the Russian Grand Prix. For now though, the lights are out on another video. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.